Once upon a time, in a peaceful valley surrounded by green hills, lived Hazrat Hakeem Lukman, a man famous for his deep wisdom and understanding. Though he was humble, his mind was sharp and he saw the world in ways that others could not. People often came to him seeking advice, and he always offered them pearls of wisdom wrapped in simple stories and examples. One afternoon, Hazrat Lukman was sitting under the shade of a large tree, enjoying the cool breeze. A friend of his, who was a rich merchant, he came to visit. The friend admired Lukman greatly, but could not understand why someone so wise lived such a simple life. During their conversation, Hazrat Lukman picked a small fruit from a tree nearby and began to eat it. The food was bitter, almost unbearable in taste. However, Hazrat Lukman calmly ate the food without showing any sign of discomfort or displeasure. He ate each bite slowly, as if it were the sweetest food in the world. Surprised by this, his friend asked Lukman, "How can you eat such a bitter fruit without even making a face? It is so unpleasant." Hazrat Lukman smiled gently and replied, "This tree has given me shade for many years. I have rested under it when I was tired, and it has protected me from the heat of the sun. If today it offered me a bitter fruit, why should I complain? It has done so much good for me in the past, and I remain grateful for that." The merchant was silent for a moment, thinking about Lukman's word. He realized that Hazrat Lukman was teaching him a deep lesson about life, one that was hidden in the simple act of eating a bitter fruit. Hazrat Lukman continued, "In life, we often enjoy comfort, blessings, and ease, but when hardship or bitterness comes, we forget all the good that came before it. Instead of being patient and grateful, we focus only on the difficulty. Just as this tree has given me shade, so too does Allah give us countless blessings. When He tests us with hardship, we must remain grateful for the good He has done for us in the past and trust that there is a wisdom in His plan." The merchant nodded, understanding that this was a lesson about gratitude, patience, and trust in Allah's will. Hazrat Luqman's calmness, even in the face of bitterness, showed that true wisdom is not just about knowing what is right, but living it through patience and faith. From that day onward, the merchant began to look at life differently. Whenever a hardship came, he would remember the story of Hazrat Luqman and the bitter fruit. He learned to remain grateful for the blessings. He had to trust that every difficulty carried a hidden blessing within it. And so, this story became one of the many teachings of Hazrat Hakim Luqman, passed down through generations. It reminds us that life is full of ups and downs, but true wisdom lies in being patient, grateful, and trusting in the greater plan that Allah has for us. The lesson remains timeless. Even when life offers us bitter moments, we should remember the sweetness that came before and trust that, with patience, the bitterness too shall pass. The moral of the story is that we should remain grateful for the blessings we have received in life, even during time of hardship. Just as Hazrat Luqman remained patient and thankful for the shade of the tree, despite the bitterness of its fruit, we must trust in Allah's plan, knowing that every hardship carries wisdom and that gratitude and patience are keys to inner peace. Jazakallah.